A very good morning, class. We are in the chapter number 3, and in the last video we talked about the invention of wheel. How was the wheel invented, and what was the purpose behind the invention of the wheel? Why did the early men, discover the wheel? What was the need? Today we are going to cover the topic that is trade and voyages. How did trade become a possible event with the invention of wheel? And voyages means a long journey by sea. How did people started to travel to different places with the help of sea routes, with the help of ships? Then the other topic that we are going to see today is modern means of transport. How has the transportation field revolutionized itself? How has the journey been of a transporting channel from the early times to today? Third is a reminder for you all that on 7th of May 2021, there will be a test of chapter number 2, the Stone Age. So kindly prepare for that. Okay. And earlier on it was 8th of May, but now it has been rescheduled to 7th of May due to certain meetings. Okay. 7th May is your SST test for chapter number 2. So we'll begin our class today with trade and voyages. Why did the early man involved in the trade? Or what does the trade means? Trade means buying and selling, purchase and sell, import and export of goods and services. See, the early humans discovered the wheel. They had a clear-cut idea in their mind that it is not easy for a human being to carry the heavy loads and to travel to different places. So for that they invented the wheel, or with the help of domestic animals, they used to carry their loads from one place to the other place. But there was some challenges, there were some difficulties with the domestic animals. They could not travel to different places, they could not travel to a longer distance. But with the invention of wheel, the trade became possible. Trade means buying and selling of goods or purchase and sell of goods, import and export of goods, either between two communities, two societies, two states, two countries, on a bigger way, on a larger basis. So it's basically a business module wherein a person transports the surplus goods that he has, and in return he expects some money. Now, since there was no money during that time, the money was not invented. We are talking about the medieval period when the money was not invented. So during those days, people used to apply the barter system. People used to implement the barter system. Now, what is barter system? Barter system means C2C or G2G. Now, what does the acronym C2C or G2G means? C2C means commodity to commodity, goods to goods. Means during those days when the money was not invented, people used to exchange one goods from the other goods. Whichever good was surplus was exchanged from the other person, which he or she produced in a surplus way. Example, how you understand what is barter system? Like for example, if we go to medieval period, okay, medieval period of history, medieval period of India, and there is no money. There is no concept of money. Like for example, today, if you require something, you go to a shop, you ask for it, and in return you pay money and purchase the things. But during those days, there was no money. Then how did people transact? How did the trade take place? How did the business take place? So during those days, people followed a barter system concept, wherein goods were exchanged with other goods. For example, if I am a farmer and if I have a surplus production of rice, and I am in need of, let's say, books. I require some books since I am interested in studies, so I want some books even. Now, I'll go to the person who has a book. I'll ask him if he is ready to exchange with me. So he'll provide me the books and I'll give him the surplus rights. Okay. Through this way or through this medium, the trade used to take place during the early times. But there were certain difficulties. That is why the barter system was replaced by money. Means you can say there was evolution, there was stages through which the money has to go on or money had to pass on. Okay. So, trade and voyages, wherein we talk about the barter system through which people exchange goods from other goods. Now, voyages means a long journey by ship. Voyages means a long journey by ship. See, during those time, people did not have many alternatives of transportation. Like today we have roadways, railways, airways, waterways, different modes of transportations are available for us. But during those time, during the medieval time, they were limited, and I would rather say there was only one mode of transportation, that was the sea route system or waterway system. Okay, so people used to travel to different places or used to carry the goods to different places with the help of ships only. So voyage means a long journey by ship. The kings of those era used to promote people. They used to develop the curiosity that they must go to different places to learn about the management system, to learn about the town planning system, to learn about the beautification of a place. This concept can only be developed when a person travels to different places. Like for example, you live in a small place called Makaskigan. You must be having a desire in your mind, you must be having a curiosity in your mind. How would a metropolitan city like Delhi looks like? So that curiosity got flamed when the king used to push up that you go to Delhi and see how it is and bring those good ideas and will implement over here. So that is why the voyages or the long journey of ship was enabled during those era. Not only for the traveling for learning purpose, but for the trade purpose even. In a modern means of transport, the transportation channel has basically gone through different stages. Like if we talk about the railways began its journey from steam engine. Steam engine, James Watt is popularly known to be the founder, but it was Thomas Newcomen who was actual founder, but James Watt got it popularized. Okay. So we are talking about the journey of railways. The railways began its journey from the steam engine, then it transformed itself into a coal engine, then diesel engine, petrol engine, electric engine. So all these transformations are into a better stages only. With times, the needs of the people change, the demands of the people change, and similarly, the change was there in the transporting channel. So, in the next class, we will talk about the modern means of transport, that is land, on land, which are the modes of transportation, on water, which are the modes of transportation, and on air, which are the modes of transportation. Class your duty will be to do the homework, which I will provide you in the group. I will write down 2 questions that you need to write it down in your copies. Thank you, class.